YouTube. This is Miss Vindicat, and look what I've got. It is a recording of the city in the snow, or is it hail? We are gonna take a look. As we speak, I'm sitting in my bedroom on the bed, and I'm just gonna hit play, and then we're gonna see what is going to happen. So let's go. Here we are. It is not winter yet, but it is December. However, it has not been that cold or wintry in the Netherlands until yesterday when this happened. As you can see, it is getting white. Look at the, what's the word? The things before the windows, those black things on the right side of this footage. I think it might be hail and not snow. However, I'm not quite sure. I was sitting inside when I suddenly noticed that it was becoming dark. So I looked out of the window and I expected to see, like dark clouds and rain. Because it has been raining a lot lately. I mean, it's autumn and we're in the Netherlands, so that's no surprise. But this time, there was a surprise because, well, look at these. It was winter, well, not technically, although it was December. Today is Friday the 3rd of December, so yesterday was the 2nd of December. So I decided to get my iPhone and start recording, obviously, because So in this whisper video, we are going to take a look at what's happening. I'm actually watching the footage for the first time myself now too, because I figured because it was like this cold wintry scene, it would be nice to actually whisper about the scene. So as you can see, people are still outside. I mean, here in the Netherlands we're used to bad weather, so we don't stay inside that easily. Although I can imagine that most of these people were just as surprised as I was to see this unfolding. Now they probably were prepared for rain, and the preparations for rain or for snow, aren't that different. See the orange person, delivery person. That person might be outside for the upcoming hours. That might not have been fun, or maybe it was. I don't know. So let's see what else we got. There's actually some people inside sitting in the restaurant bar thingy. I think the lower level, although still one up from the ground. There's people in there, and then the second level is empty as far as I can see. And then the top level, as you can see here, there's the kitchen. And then there's actually a terrace on the roof, but that has been closed for a while, and I'm sure it's closed now. There you can see the birds. Usually lots of seagulls and pigeons and crows out here. It does look like snow, right? When it And it will tell you, if it's gonna rain and for how long, and it's pretty accurate. It just tells you for the upcoming hours. It'll probably also give you a prediction for the weather in the upcoming days, but that won't be that accurate. But you can usually see pretty well, well, it's not that it's always correct, for every minute, but you can usually see oh, this is just one quick shower. I should just wait 20 minutes and it's probably, all over. Or oh wow, there's gonna be lots of rain for the upcoming hours. And you know that you might as well just, go outside because you'll get wet anyway. Or maybe wait and see if there's a moment that you feel like it's getting a little bit less extreme, and then just venture out and see what happens. I feel like Dutch people are just so used to the rain that it's not really a problem anymore. Many people will have special rain gear, well, clothing, but then again many people won't, and they will still be okay. They're just I don't own an umbrella, for example. I don't actually like them. I always lose them somehow, and I'd rather just, get rained upon, and then we'll see what happens when I'm back home again, or even when I went to work, I would sometimes arrive soaked, so I would not only put my jacket on the radiator, but also my shoes, and sometimes even my socks. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's just a pretty Dutch thing to do. Although not everyone here is probably gonna be as extreme as I am. But yeah, winter might be coming after all. I don't know about you, but I'm so what's the word? I'm so confused by the fact that it's December. I feel like I still have to get used to the fact that 2021 has started. When it's January of a new year, and you kind of have to get used to writing the new number. If you don't pay attention, you'll probably write the old number, the old year. But then again, you probably do pay attention because you are you have this, thing in your mind that you're oh yeah, there's a new year, whoa. So you're not likely to forget. I kind of still have that feeling for 2021. And now it's December. I don't know, with this whole pandemic, on the one hand, it has been a dull year, and many days have felt the same. And it's been a tough year for some personal reasons. Yeah, let's not get into that now. But then again, it's December. How? I mean, by how boring it feels, I feel like it must be March. But then again, if I look at all that has happened, it might feel like it's 3 years. I don't know. I feel like sometimes, the way you perceive time is so personal and specific for the things that are happening in your life. It's the same with having a child. That also changes time so much. I've mentioned that before on this channel. I'm pretty sure I have. Alright, let's take a look outside again, because here I am looking at this screen and now I'm just rambling on. There's still snow. There are some people walking with a bicycle, well, one person actually. Some people are still cycling, like nothing is happening. A big truck. That truck is so annoying. It is like a big fridge, so it delivers food and drinks to restaurants and stuff, and it usually parks right below my window, and then it parks there for I don't know, 2 hours, and all this time the fridge is on, so the truck itself is on, and it's so much there's a black delivery truck UPS, I think. It is gonna park there. Oh, it's gonna back up maybe into that little alley. I'm not sure. No, it's just gonna park there. What is it gonna do? I don't know. Hey, I think the snow has just stopped. That like just happened, or oh no, there's still a little bit left, but it's not nearly as intense anymore as it was a couple of minutes ago. So more bicycles. There's the UPS thingy. What's on the roof? Those are like green minus symbols. Strange. A lot of times there is stuff on top of, well, not a lot of times, but now that I live here, like I live here, like shortly. But since I live above, looking down on the trucks, I see that oftentimes there's something on top of the truck, like letters or signs, or I don't know. It's actually quite interesting. Still some umbrellas, although I feel like they might not be needed anymore. I mean, you never need them. Sorry. Okay, let's see. There is this car, this white car now driving there. This area is basically. Oh, this is actually a good topic for a video. I should probably maybe make a whole video about this instead of starting to whisper about it halfway through one. But I can talk about it now as well, of course. I mean, but this area is like forbidden for cars, except people who live here. Well, they're not allowed to park their cars here or something. But imagine that I would want to move. Then obviously I'm allowed to drive with a car or a truck up to my apartment block and put stuff in there and then drive away again. But it's only like in exceptions like that. And then there is the delivery trucks. But other than that, it's not allowed for cars to drive in, well, actually big parts of the city center, which makes it a really nice place to walk and to use a bicycle. And that's actually very nice. There the truck goes again. It's actually very nice to be here. And because many people like this, they'll walk to the city center or use the bicycle. So that means that less people are in the cars as well. So for the people that do drive a car, they have more, they have the roads to themselves, because not everybody has to be in a car to get somewhere. So it's actually really nice. If you're interested in this kind of thing, I highly recommend a YouTube channel called Not Just Bikes. It's a YouTube channel by a Canadian guy who now lives in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and he's obsessed by, well, Dutch city design, urban design, or, well, no, not just urban, but just like what's the word? The design of the roads and the cities and the villages, and just like social geography, basically, like planning, city planning, although not just cities. Anyway, he has this very enthusiastically, I don't know, he makes very well researched and very well entertaining, I can't speak English, very well researched and very entertaining videos. So yeah, like Not Just Bikes, that's the name of the channel. So I highly recommend him, but I think I've said that now for about 100 times. So let's see, the weather is getting better. I case, the red ones make sense because like the color of the local government is also red, so it makes sense that the garbage trucks that the local government sends will be red. But then it's like, who sends these? Like one of the neighboring cities an hour away that has white and blue as the city colors. I guess not. But yeah, not sure actually. So the streets are pretty wet, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. These type of what's the word? Stones, like those yellow thingies, they actually handle that pretty well. I mean, sometimes somebody falls down, obviously, but it's not like something that happens regularly. So the birds come out again too. They usually find shelter too. Usually somewhere on a windowsill, just below a roof. If the roof is like a little bit bigger than the house itself, so there will be a tiny ridge, where they can sit under. Here we have the Renuvi garbage truck. Waste no more. I don't know. So it's actually kind of chaotic now with all the bicycles. This is also pretty much a Dutch thing. Some type of on the one hand we have like lots of bike lanes very much separated from the roads, so that it is very clear and very safe. But then also we sometimes have situations like this that are unclear on purpose, because research has shown that sometimes an unclear situation is most safe for everyone. Although it might not feel safe, meaning that, for example, cars and like the truck drivers and the bicycles and everybody who's approaching this will feel like, oh, it's a little bit unclear who can go first. And because that uncertainty, everybody will hopefully slow down and watch again and be extra careful, and that reaction makes sure that actually everybody is more safe. Although I don't know if this road is like the best example of that, but I think it goes for it. That's an interesting bicycle. It looked like there could be sitting children in there, but there weren't. It was like, I don't know, the box wasn't there. I'm not actually sure what that was. Not a bird. So let's see what else we see. No more umbrellas. A woman with a suitcase. You can actually see the one stall, by the way, on the square. That's the fish stall. You can buy fish there. And on market days, there's like a farmer's market, and then the whole square will be filled with, cheese and meat and vegetables and fruits and like potatoes. A potato is a vegetable, I guess. And fish, lots of fish. And the farmers' market days are Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. So yesterday was Thursday, so only the fish, usually the fish person is there, and the other ones only sometimes. And then Sunday there's sometimes a market as well, but it's more like well, it depends. Usually it's only in the summer months. Well, no, not really. Sometimes in autumn as well, but it's more like, one-time thing, or a couple of weeks. It will be like second-hand stuff or old music records, or like a homemade kind of crafts kind of thingy, stuff like that. So now we have like 1 minute left, so that means that we are gonna stop recording like in a bit. So let me just tell you, if you're still listening, a just made